packages? Like, what is going on? Grant, it is so good to see you.
I was here Monday.
Yep. I know, I was not.
Oh, okay.
But it's so good to see you.
Good to see you too, Lauren. I missed you.
The Three Amigos.
Missed you too.
Yeah, we're back. The Three Amigos are back. Have you ever seen that movie, Three Amigos?
No.
Have you seen it, Jeff? I know you have,
Yes,
right?
of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I actually love that movie.
That's a great movie. So you don't know what we're
that's not
talking
the
about?
Macarena.
No, I was going to say, I know the Macarena, and I know the one, the Three Musketeers.
So you know, okay.
Three Musketeers.
Go watch
is a great
Three
movie.
Amigos.
Yeah, go watch Three
It's
Amigos.
a fantastic movie.
Yes.
How old is it?
The guy on Father of the Bride, what's his name?
Martin Short.
Steve Martin. Steve Martin.
And
okay.
Chevy Chase. Great movie.
Chevy Chase. Wow.
Yeah, really good movie.
Welcome into Sports with Balls, y'all. Like I said from the top, traffic, weather, but we are ready to go. 7:30. We're gonna get this show in probably in about 55 minutes, but it's packed. We've got a lot to go over. Again, sitting over here at Christian's Tailgate and 2000 Bagby in Midtown. Excited to have Grant back for 2 shows in a row. It's a record. It's
pretty cool. I know. I was used to being the one that was here at every show. So
that's true.
Yeah.
Now it's your turn.
Yeah. Now it's my turn.
That's very true.
You're damn right.
Gary Saluzzi, thank for paying attention. Ashley's watching. I appreciate it. I wonder if my son's watching.
Is he supposed to be?
Well, you can put it, on Max Sports, you can put it on an app on your TV.
I watched it one time.
Ah, that's right. That's right.
Oh, yes.
On that, yeah.
You can put it on the big screen.
And also, I mean, if you have Apple TV, you can log on to the internet and get on your Facebook. Watch us there, too.
Sports with Webos. Do you know? Okay, so when I first started this, I tried to get the .com, right? But it was taken, and I looked it up, and nobody was current on it at all. Like, I mean, nothing had been posted for
So you're talking about sportswithballs.com.
.com, yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been getting all these messages on the website, or not the website, Facebook, Instagram, and I finally got a phone call. It said, "Is this Sports with Balls?" And I was like, "Yeah, this is Jeff Michael. Can you take me off your email list?"
Oh, I saw that.
I was like,
What's that? What was that all about?
Well, apparently, because we started doing our podcast and everything in Sports with Balls, they cranked back up sportswithballs.com. And they sent out mass emails all over the board.
So we are helping them.
Yeah.
Basically. No, guys.
I got you.
No.
Okay.
It could work both ways, but I don't know if I should call them or whatever. But now all their stuff is current. Now I'm thinking, like, if they want Sports with Balls, the podcast, to be on their sportswithballs.com, they need to call us.
Well, regardless if you're tuned into them or us, which you should be, you can catch us on everything. You name it. Facebook right here, of course, MaxSports.tv.
All of it.
And, Podbean, Apple, Spotify, you name it, we're there.
Oh, Apple, iTunes, Pandora, iHeartRadio, all of them. We're on every one of them. Mention Sports with Balls. Speaking of sports, let's get into it. Let's get the scoreboard today. Brought to you by David Carrier over at Smarter Mortgage. 281-650-0648. Call David, man. This guy will take care of you. Refinancing and purchasing. I mean, I can't tell you how many people have gone to him and I get, a discount on their house. Like, refinanced it and just have been amazing for all of them.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not too excited about the scoreboard right now because I know what happened to the Astros today. So go ahead.
But we'll get into it anyways. Padres and Nationals later on tonight. Mets and Pirates are postponed, as well as the Orioles and the Blue Jays, which, man, the Astros game should have been postponed if it was outside, but we have a roof. Yankees lost again. Seattle Mariners blanked them 4-0. There was 18 straight outs by a pitcher for Seattle in that game.
Wow.
Hell of a game.
Unbelievable. Rockies 9, Diamondbacks 3, Astros 1, Oakland A's 2, but the Astros did take the series 2-1. Mm-hmm. Dodgers 6, Marlins 1. Twins and Tigers are tied up right now 0-0. Reds and Brewers 0-0. Phillies Cubs 0-0. And KC has 3-0 lead on the Indians. That's it.
Well, speaking of the Astros, last night, did you see the A's game in which the guy had the cheese hat on? It almost looked like he was from Wisconsin, but he threw it on the field.
Yeah, I loved it.
To make fun of Mike Fiers.
Yeah. He went, right at the start of this series, Mike Fiers went back on the 60-day IL.
Shocker.
Yeah, absolutely shocker. And, I'm glad you brought this up because I wanted to bring this up at the beginning of the show about Altuve and Correa pulling out of the All-Star game. Mm-hmm. There's all sorts of rumors about this. I have my own theory, but I'd love to hear your theories of why. Correa says, okay, I'll give you their excuses that are out there. Correa wants to spend time with his family because his wife's pregnant.
Yep. She's due in November, so they want to get like all the baby stuff ready.
And Altuve wants to rest his left leg.
Right.
Why do you think that they're out of this All-Star game?
Well, I think that they've had their time. This would have been Altuve's 7th or 8th All-Star game, and I think that, why go out there to be a reserve when I don't it doesn't add anything to your name. And I think Carlos Correa on the other side of that is just like, who cares? Who knows if he's going to be in Houston next year representing the Astros. But now, I think he's just like, okay, I believe him.
Okay. All right, Grant.
I think they're being babies. That's what I think. I think they weren't selected to play, so they said we're not playing.
Jeff?
Okay. I think that what happened is because of all the booing going around in every single stadium, I think they're choosing to opt out of this. Why do they want to go to a game around all their peers? And which the All-Star Game's fun. We all see all the players for the home run derby sit down on the field. They have fun with their kids. It's just a blast. And I think the Astros will get booed. And I don't know if it was a conversation they had.
I think it's a butthurt situation. That's
I just think
I'll go
that's
back
what
to
you're saying.
my statement. They're being babies.
I don't think it's babies. I think it's more or less that they just what? I'd rather not deal with that situation. Let them have fun at the All-Star game. Let's steer away from the drama because as soon as Altuve gets up to bat, you know what's coming.
Okay.
The boos are raining down. Now, there's an opposite approach where this could solve a lot of issues. Maybe they go there and they have fun with the other guys. The other guys back them up. The other players are like, you know what? You guys are kicking ass this year. You kicked ass last year and the year before that. So let's just forget about 2017. But, I think they just said maybe next year, right? But we still have two players. Brantley's going and Presley's going. So we'll see what happens when Brantley gets up to bat. Then again, Brantley wasn't there in 17. So.
I was going to say he wasn't there. So,
yeah.
However, the Astros were booed in general whenever they took the field to start the season. Anyways.
I would be extremely disappointed if that's the reason. That's disappointing to me.
Well, Altuve,
if they don't want to hear the boos and all that stuff, that's disappointing. I'm sorry.
You think about it, Altuve and Correa get the biggest boos, and they're the ones that aren't going to be there.
Well,
I'm just saying, I think that they're just choosing to. Well, and their backup was like, look, we've got a World Series to play for. And I completely understand that. I wish that they would have gone, but I understand them backing out from the boos.
Like I said, they were reserves.
Yeah.
So, they're not in the starting lineup. I understand for whatever their reason is.
Because as soon as they got up to pinch hit, as soon as one of them walked out there. Oh, my God.
Boo.
Grant, I can't wait till Dak gets injured again.
You're just excited to see your precious Joey Gallo in the home run derby.
Oh, my God. Lauren, check this out. So last night at Lights Out, my daughter walks in with a Cowboys hoodie on.
Hoodie, yes. It was fantastic.
Oh, man. Grant was like, I love your shirt. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
So, of course, he had reasons as to why.
It was a legitimate reason.
Okay.
Yeah. That was actually my son's.
It's not the fact that you're a closet Cowboys fan.
No, has zero.
What's a legitimate reason?
It was my son's pullover. It was too big for him, so she put it on. And
I'm surprised you allowed your son to have.
So it was still in the family.
I didn't know it was upstairs. I'll be dead honest with you. I had no clue. When she came down, I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Yep.
Closet
Cowboys
kids will be kids.
That's what they say.
Nathan Small said he agrees. I would be disappointed if that was the reason. Grow up and show out. That goes to what Grant says. I wish they would be there. They're not babies.
They are. If that's the reason, that's terrible.
They had so much heat. You cannot even say
Yeah,
that, though,
I
in
don't
general.
know.
All right, shall we get into some hot topics?
Yes.
Let's go.
What's hot? Presented by Joe Applewhite Realty. Everything he touches turns to sold. Buy a house, sell your home. He'll help you out with all of it. Call him at 713-291-5270. Once again, Joe Applewhite Realty is putting on What's Hot. So we're talking about the Olympics coming up. July 23rd is whenever they kick off, and apparently there is a fan ban now on the Tokyo Olympics. Japanese officials announced today, just 2 weeks prior to the opening ceremonies, that there will be under virus state of emergency. Allegedly, the Delta strain has spooked the officials in Japan.
I'd be surprised if they have the Olympics at this point.
Really?
They're they're freaked out about this over there. There's a reason I wrote it in there. Like, I mean, it's going to pop up here pretty soon. They're freaked out. So I think, like you said, there's no fans allowed at this point.
No fans.
That's right there in general is terrible. We all know that. We all know what it's like to not have fans in games and stuff like that. But there's a Delta variant, for those that don't know, of this, and they're freaked out about it spreading. Breaking news, Tyson Fury just tested positive for COVID-19. July 24th, title fight is postponed. Interesting.
Right when we're talking about it.
Right as we're talking about
All right.
I think it's moved to September. So going back to the Olympics, I know how freaked out they get and how it spread last time, so I'd be shocked if they allowed the athletes to even make it.
Well, we say no, that wouldn't happen, and my tendency is to say no, they've already got it moving, so they wouldn't. But think about how quickly, whenever COVID came out last year, everything stopped.
Yep.
That's true.
Like, it wasn't like a slow progression. Everything just stopped. And so I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked at all if they just said, we're not
I just
doing
hate
it.
That's what
that,
I'm
though,
saying.
because it's still technically called the 2020 Tokyo Olympics.
Yeah, it'll
It's
be
a year later, so they would postpone it again, and then following up 2 years later to have, the 2024. So I don't know.
Well, and I'm not exactly sure where Tyson Fury trains, but his whole camp, I know, I got word of it earlier. We didn't know if Tyson Fury had got it, but it was in his camp, and I didn't know that Tyson Fury had caught it until just now. But I don't know where he trains, so obviously it's there as well. I don't know if it's the variant, the Delta variant, or whatever it is, but if please don't stop sports.
I don't think there has been one strain of the Delta variant in the United States that has been determined.
Yeah.
Or at least has been talked about publicly.
All right,
I know
let's go to the European Cup because it is set. England beat out Denmark and Italy beat out Spain. So
that Italy-Spain game.
The two are going against each other. England versus Italy, Sunday, July 11th at 2 p.m. And I got to ask you what your thoughts are on this, Grant, because I know you watch.
Yeah, no,
soccer.
well, and to your point about the Olympics, they're playing the Euro 2020 tournament right now.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
like that's a weird part of it, but England. I tell you what, I'm not shocked that England's in it. England has a lot of really good players on that squad. But it's really interesting when you think about soccer, you think about England, you think about some of these European
they're the equivalent,
European teams.
The equivalent of the Phoenix Suns.
Correct. So get this. England fans
They've
who
had a
have
comeback story?
England has not had a major championship since their lads won in the World Cup in 1966.
Wow. A Euro championship or any?
It says here a major championship.
A major, yeah. Wow.
Since World Cup in 1966.
Wow.
And England, being England, they're soccer strong.
Correct. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So to hear that is pretty surprising. But they're stoked. I know one of the things I love about World Cup or all these is, we love football here, we love basketball, all those sports, but like this is pretty much the only place those sports are big is here. Soccer, it's like everywhere. And when you see all these countries that everybody comes out and they show the cameras and everybody, like, these people are nuts about it.
Yep.
And it's awesome. I mean, I'm not huge on soccer, but I do enjoy watching it. And these are big time tournaments. These are big time worldwide tournaments that are exciting.
I got excited watching that Italy-Spain game. It was amazing to watch. And I love the penalty kicks. And I wish it was a 2-2 game. It was 1-1, went to penalty kicks. And, dude, watching penalty kicks is phenomenal. I wish the game was shorter and they could just get to penalty kicks because that's exciting to watch. Like,
yes.
When a goalie blocks a penalty kick, it is phenomenal. Like, I get chills thinking about it. And that Italy deserved the go. They were phenomenal. And much respect to Spain, clapping and giving them mad props after the game. Just I love the Euro Cup so far. It's
Did you ever play soccer?
I didn't. My brother punched me in the face one day at soccer practice. He did.
Damn, you and your brother fought a lot.
I know, Austin.
There's a picture of me crying during a picture. I got the soccer ball, and it's right before a game, and they were doing the pictures of the teams, and I'm crying. It's a terrible picture. I was like, screw soccer.
Brother ruined it for you. But now you like it again because you get to see the Euro Cup, and hopefully a team wins since 1966. All right, so the next story
I played soccer too. You didn't ask me. I played soccer also.
When did you play soccer,
I am here.
Grant?
I am here at the show.
When did you play
I don't want you to
soccer,
forget.
Grant?
No, I played a lot growing up. I played a ton. I played for several years, probably up through elementary through middle school. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's a fun game.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You can move on now, Lauren. You can go to the next one. Thank you for entertaining me with that question.
Let's go.
You can move. I can tell the look on Lauren's face. She's like, "Well,
But
do I
did you know-
do I dig into this or do I keep going?
What
What's gonna-"
position?
Grant, literally, I asked
know.
you first about this match. And
I know,
and
Lauren.
Jeff-
I'm joking with you. You can,
Grant
you can
is
move on.
Grant is back. I love it.
You can move on.
I
But no,
absolutely
you
love
should have seen the look on Lauren's face. So I was like, should I ask him a follow-up question or should I just move on? I'm giving you permission, Lauren. You can move on. You've entertained me enough. Thank you.
All right. We'll move on to the next one. And yes, you can be the first one to respond from it, okay?
Yeah.
So,
okay. All
uh,
right. Cool.
I really,
All right.
So I really like this next one.
Yes.
So the Navy grants NFL access, basically. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin approved a plan on Tuesday that it will allow former Naval Academy football player Cameron Kinley the opportunity to pursue a career in the NFL. They previously denied his request to delay his active duty in the NFL, and now he is signed with the Buccaneers as an unrestricted, undrafted free agent cornerback, and will be attending training camp later this month. So I think that's pretty cool. I love that they're letting him go, like, pursue his dreams and his passion of playing football. And I didn't look up his stats, what he did in the Navy, but I think it's a pretty cool story. They're allowing him to do that.
Yeah, but I will say this: when you join the Navy, you are joining the Navy with the understanding that this is a possibility, and so that's just what I'm saying. Like, I do think it's awesome that the Navy's allowing him to do that. That's fantastic. Good on the Navy for that. This is definitely a new Navy, new armed forces nowadays. But
Yeah.
But yes, But you know that going in that you have commitment for that, so you can't be shocked when they ask you
denied
to
it.
fulfill that.
Well, I mean, look, like we talk every year about the Army-Navy game and how much it means to football, college football, and it's one of the most fantastic events, like, of the entire year, regardless of their record. When those two teams get together, everything's out the window. And not many of these players get a chance because they do sign up for Army, and they're not going to the to West Point so they can go play in the NFL.
Correct.
You know,
Right.
So when one of them does happen to get drafted or make it, like, I'm glad that they did this. You know, because again, none of these guys get a chance to go do that. They understand they're serving their country. So, you know, props to the NFL for doing this, but also what, like Grant said, you know, they do understand that that's their first priority.
Yeah, and please understand when I say that, I'm not saying that this is awesome. Like, it's fantastic that they did that, and I know this probably won't get talked about, but I think he kind of addressed it, Kinley, in his letter, but he also had a letter written on his behalf from Senator Marco Rubio supporting this. So, you know, good on the senator for getting out there and doing that. But yes, you have to understand when you make this commitment what the possibilities are, that if this happens, they have every right to ask you to fulfill your commitment.
Yeah, I understand.
Yep.
But good.
My question is,
for sure.
you know, if he goes and be successful in the NFL, does he come back? Like,
Well, yeah, they can call him back at any time.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, he's basically on reserve is what they have him at. So, yeah, no, but I mean, it's a good story. It's fantastic. I love it. It's awesome. He's going to get to fulfill a dream and play in the NFL. Just saying, they have every right to ask you not to go.
Yeah.
That's your commitment you gave.
Yep. So switching gears to some basketball, game one of the finals happened on Tuesday, and the Suns won it 118-105 over the Bucks. CP3 with 32 points, 9 assists. Giannis with 20 with 17 rebounds after he returned from his hyperextension knee. And then DeAndre Ayton led all players in the paint with 16 points. Game two is actually about to tip off here at 8 p.m. in 10 minutes. Did y'all watch game one?
No.
I missed it. No.
I think we
missed
said on
it.
Monday exactly what was going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean,
You predicted.
I think we had predicted almost this 31-8 is what I think Chris Paul had. Like, I mean, they could not have scripted it better, like the way it went. I think Giannis had 11 shot attempts. That's terrible. Now, I mean, that might be because of his knee limited, but we're going to break down a little bit, going into game 2 and 3. But I mean, yeah, Phoenix did exactly what they were supposed to do in game 1. They came out in the second half, and Chris Paul took over in the third quarter. And
He did.
if Milwaukee's not built to come back. If they get a lead on you, then you're in trouble. Like, they're built to sustain a lead, but they're not explosive like Phoenix is or any other team like that. They can go on an 8-0 run. Phoenix can go on a 21, 25-point run. Milwaukee can't come back from double digits. They're just not built like that.
Yeah, Phoenix, man, we talked about it Monday. I think Chris Paul understands and realizes, like, this may be his only shot.
Oh, yeah.
And when you have your only shot, Chris Paul, I think, is just going to play as good as he's probably ever played in his career.
Yeah.
And, having the game that he had, especially you've got, he almost had a double-double with 32. He had 32 and 9, 4 rebounds, shooting 57% from the three-point line, 63% from the field.
And 100% from free throw.
That dude's dialed in. He's not going to let this go. He's not going to let this slip out of his hands. We had talked about it a little bit. I wouldn't be shocked about it. Your odds were pretty high if you bet on the sweep, but I think you had said 5 games. 5. I had said 6.
Yep.
But after watching what I saw, I could easily see a sweep.
Somebody breaking a bunch of
I don't know, but look,
if
Chris Middleton is shooting 26 shots, that's not good on Milwaukee. Chris Middleton shot the ball 26 times that game. That's a lot for him.
That is a ton. Again, you're not going to win doing that. Milwaukee's, if Giannis is 50%, dude, they're 100% losers.
Yes.
I don't know what else to say. They're in trouble. They need to steal one of these games. And I had mentioned it. I said it on Monday, and then Stephen A. Smith said it with Mike Wilbon. They should have rested Giannis. I don't care if they go down 0-2. They were pretty good without him, with Chris Middleton.
But you said they don't even play good from behind. Talk about the series, too.
Well, if you don't have Giannis in there, I think they play a little bit better. Like, putting Giannis in there and him only shooting 11 shots, and, he's not that effective. I would rather them let Giannis get healthy. Maybe you pick up a game or two when he's back in 100%. But right now, him at 50%, it's not gonna work.
Well, I think to your point, I think you're talking more about being behind in a game as opposed to in a series. If they go, they're 0-1. It's just like how it goes. Like you're supposed to lose your games on the road and win at home, and
bring him back when you're at home.
Correct. Yeah. So I probably would have set him out game 1 and played him game 2 because that would have just had a couple days extra rest. But yeah, it's man.
They are in the finals.
Giannis shoots just as much as far as field goal percentage from the free throw line as he does from the field. He shot 58% from the free throw line, 54% from the field.
Wow.
They troll him from the free throw line. Did you know that during the regular season, Phoenix Suns shot the second least free throws in the entire NBA?
I believe it because they shoot outside.
Well, they have mid-range. Right. I posted that on Facebook on Sports with Balls. Y'all go there. And this guy was like, "Can somebody tell Mike D'Antoni that?" Like mid-range, because Chris Paul's mid-range jumper is phenomenal.
Yes.
It breaks you. Because he can hit from 16, 17, 18, 20 feet out.
Yep.
That mid-range jumper is game changer. Awesome. Scored 16 in the third quarter.
We didn't get to ask you, what were your thoughts? And now, of course, obviously, you've got a game on us now because Phoenix is, but who's going to win? You didn't say. Who's going to win and in how many games, Lauren?
Yeah.
Oh, in general, the whole series?
Yeah, the series, yeah.
I could see Suns taking it 4-1 or something like that.
So in 5, okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's what Jeff said. Jeff said 5 games, so I said 6. I don't know. I just think
I could see it going to 6.
when they get to Milwaukee, I think Milwaukee will win a game in Milwaukee. I think they will, but
But to your point, when you're 36 years old and you've been in the NBA for 16 seasons, and this is like your time, like the only time you've made it to the finals, you're going to give it your all.
yeah,
in CP3.
Chris Paul's going to he's going to play redonkulous.
All right, we'll get to that a little bit later on. Let's move on to next. What's Hot, presented by Joe Applewhite Realty, and that is Bryson DeChambeau, thank you, and Aaron Rodgers. They beat out Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady at the Capital One's The Match. Brady has now lost twice besides Mickelson, and he, quote, said, Phil's 2-0 without me and 0-2 with me, so I feel like I have a lot of work to do with my golf game. In total, the foursome raised $2.6 million for various charities throughout the day.
This was boring as all hell.
I didn't even watch it.
Dude.
So Tom Brady split his pants, apparently.
Well, look, without Tom Brady trolling Aaron Rodgers, I don't know if this even, this was terrible. Because you could not have picked Phil Mickelson is not a character, he's real serious when he's on the golf course. Bryson's terrible. Like, he doesn't have a like personality.
He's got a calculator when he's playing golf.
Yeah, and Aaron Rodgers is just awkward. Tom Brady was phenomenal. I mean, he can go on for days, and he like the only thing that came good out of this was the trolling of Aaron Rodgers about playing for Green Bay. I will tell you this: I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be a Green Bay Packer, and if he wasn't, I don't think they'd be joking around with him like that much. Because those are colleagues of his and business people around him. They were throwing shade on him constantly about that and about him being the quarterback of the Packers. And I think he would have told them prior to, like, hey, let's not reach that point. So I think everybody that's disgruntled with their job is going to be pissed off. There's going to be something. Like, he's been there for so long. Yeah. But I think he would have told them, hey, let's not talk about that. Don't bring that up. Tom was hammering him on it. Like, hey, I know where I'm quarterbacking next year. I mean, it was great. But I think Aaron would have said, hey, let's leave that alone.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good point. And a couple weeks ago, he renewed his membership at the golf club in Green Bay. So, I mean, that tells a little bit, right? Let's move on to the next one, and that is Roger Federer, 8-time champion, lost at the quarterfinals to 14th seed Hubert Hurkacz. So Roger Federer, he has 20 Grand Slam single titles. He's 39 years old, like Serena Williams. Is he done?
Yeah. I mean, these kids that are coming up are really, really good, and nobody's beating
the 14th seed.
Yeah, nobody's going to beat Djokovic right now. So, I would say, Federer had an amazing career. I'm not really sure exactly how many Grand Slams he has, but,
20.
He has 20. I don't know if I'd go chasing anymore. He's 39, and 39 in tennis is old. That's getting up there.
I feel like in any sport, it's getting up there.
Yeah, I'm 44 and playing today.
I don't know.
But you said you played 4 games today.
I did, and I felt it after I went and laid down.
It's always how it is with these. We talk about last night. We were talking about Manny Pacquiao. You talk about guys that are champions that you always think they're out. Tiger Woods is an example. These people that are champions that are out. It's hard for me to say they're just done. Like, I can see it kind of progressing to a point where he's maybe not as competitive as he once was, but. Roger Federer, it's going to be hard for him to just be like, I'm just not going to play tennis and Grand Slam tennis anymore.
Yeah, to your point, I'm not Roger Federer in tennis, but like playing today, I'm 44. These kids are like 17, 18 years old, jumping up, grabbing around and stuff, but I still feel like I can beat them. I know I can't, but I feel when I have the ball, I feel like I'm better than them,
What?
You missed it a couple shows ago.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Shit, what happened?
Played ball against these 14 to 16-year-old kids and beat them.
Of course.
Like, why are you doing that in the first place?
Why is he doing what?
Beating up on these kids, playing with
some of those kids are really good.
Yeah. No, if you can beat kids that are younger than you, I'd do it.
They respect me when I walk in the gym now.
Absolutely, I'd do it.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Grant and I need to get up there. Grant,
100%. I'll just spot up.
Let's in our last topic. This has been going a while, and what's hot? The Tampa Bay Lightning. They are once again Stanley Cup champions. They won the series over Montreal Canadiens 4-1. It's the franchise's 3rd Cup championship, and it was really funny. Did you see the Stanley Cup Twitter account?
I did not.
I did not.
So immediately once they won, the Stanley Cup Twitter said, FYI, I'm too heavy to throw at Tom Brady and to catch at Rob Gronkowski. And then Tom Brady replied, I don't know. Everyone feels a little lighter after some tequila.
Yeah, I did see that. I saw that. Congratulations to Tampa Bay. They absolutely beat the shit out of the Montreal Canadiens. There's no other way to put that. Like they did. Feel bad for them. Tampa Bay 3 times is not a dynasty yet. No.
When does it count as a dynasty? When you've won 2 in a row? They won it last year too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're repeat,
2 in a row.
And this is 3 in the last 5 years.
Yeah, they're Tampa Bay. Man, who would have thought 2 years ago Tampa Bay is like the sports capital of champions right now? Tampa Bay Bucks, Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa Bay Rays played well last year.
Funny you say that. Tom Brady comes to town, right? The Tampa Bay Rays go to the World Series. Just like you said, the Bucks go to the Super Bowl, win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then the Tampa Bay Lightning win again. The Rays doing good. Dude, Tampa Bay.
Brady is good luck in the Bay.
Well, yeah. You got. It's like
Brady Bay.
It's like Boston.
I know, man. It's You know what,
dude? I don't want to say this, but Brady, come to Houston. Like,
He is not coming to the Texans.
Dude,
I'll promise you that.
Grant said this a long time ago. Like, winning's contagious, and like certain people have this like
They
thing.
just win.
It's just something
They
about
just
them, and
win.
wherever they go, like it just surrounds them. And that Brady's one of those guys that goes somewhere and
Would you
it's
call
like,
that luck?
bam.
No, I wouldn't call that luck. I mean, not. I would call it luck when you win one, maybe, but like when you win as much as that dude has, and think about in the time. It's a great point. Think about the times he's been in Boston and the people that have won while he's been in Boston.
I think Peyton Manning put out there the other day that Brady'd have 12 Super Bowls without his mom.
Without his mom, yeah.
Because Eli and Peyton, like,
For real.
I mean, the guy, to what Grant said, just, man, the guy just wins, and people around him, it just becomes contagious. Like, you don't know, they're out at bars or restaurants talking to each other. It just brings the whole city, like, oh, we need to win like Brady. We need to win. And then, you know, the whole city, just like Boston started winning baseball, hockey, and football.
I mean, bring it down to a local level. Like I say, whenever I go to the gym and I'm lifting weights, I get more motivation, even though I'm not competing against anybody, to like lift more. It just gives you more motivation to keep going. I don't know. That's how I am, rather than like, say, in a garage working out.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's you like to have that. You like to have that, and absolutely. I mean, when was the? I'm trying to think when their first championship was. The Patriots championship was in that era. Was it 01? I think is when. Is
01? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was 01. So think about this. In the time that Tom Brady's been in New England, they've won the. Patriots won in 01, 03, 04, 14, 16, 18. The Red Sox won a World Series in 04, 04, 07, 13, and 18. Is that right?
They broke their curse in 04.
In 04. The Celtics won in 08.
Yep.
The Bruins won in 2011. All while Tom Brady's in Boston.
Wow.
Now you have Tampa Bay winning 2 Stanley Cups, Tampa Bay Bucks winning a Super Bowl. I mean,
and the Rays going to the World Series.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Something about that. Austin
crazy.
Bauer says the band's back together. Yes, we are.
Yes, happy
You're damn
band
right.
is back.
So-
At least for tonight he is.
Yeah.
What?
At least for tonight he is.
Yes, I am. Correct.
Yeah, what do you think I said?
I don't know. I couldn't hear what you said. But it was with you
All right.
did your arms and it distracted me.
Shall we get into some hoops?
Let's do it.
Let's do NBA presented by Hybrid Technologies Group. Call Roy Stanton. He'll hook you up when it comes to phone, cable, or cloud services. He's got your back, and surveillance cameras. Once again, that is Hybrid Technologies Group. Call them at 832-336-1201. And looking great, Jeff.
Yeah.
Once again,
I'm looking studious.
Hybrid Technologies Group. Now let's get into some basketball. We talked about Game 1 of the NBA Finals,
Construction
and it's
concepts.
basically.
Do you want me to
Sorry?
do construction concepts? Or you want me to wait?
That's
Okay,
That's
gotcha.
some baseball. All right, so
You got my baseball.
yeah, the baseball. No, we're doing the basketball right now. We basically was saying it was like Giannis versus Chris Paul. You mentioned a little bit of Middleton, but we kind of had our predictions going to 5 or 6. What do we think is going to happen in this Game 2 in Phoenix, and then Game 3 when they do head out to Milwaukee?
I think it's going to be Phoenix again tonight. I mean, I don't see any difference. And you know, the other thing about that too, when you think about the game last night, obviously Chris Paul, or the Game 1, Chris Paul played really well, but who didn't play really well is Devin Booker. Devin Booker did not play very well, and they won the game by 13. If Devin Booker can hit shots, which he's known to do, if he plays better, even a little bit better, you got Chris Paul playing the way he played, Devin Booker played a little bit better, you might have a different story. That dude only hit 1 3-pointer. Devin Booker had 1 3-pointer that he made, and that dude normally is a little bit more on point. So Devin Booker plays better. Chris Paul plays about the same, maybe a little bit
Do you think
less.
Chris Paul's calling the shots?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, this is Chris Paul's team, and it goes as he goes, and maybe he just felt it in Game 1, so he just wanted to do it. But if Devin Booker plays better, DeAndre Ayton had a good game.
I
Game 1.
was going there. 22-19, bro.
Yeah.
DeAndre Ayton went off.
Yeah.
He does that, and Chris Paul does whatever he does. It doesn't matter what Booker does. 22-19, and Chris Paul gets 31 and 8 or 9.
Yeah.
I mean that's.
But even if you have Booker playing a little bit better, like even if he's like shooting 40% from the 3, like that helps quite a bit. I mean, he shot the ball terrible game 1.
1 for 8.
What do you predict tonight and also game 3?
Man, what's the spread on this, Grant? Hold on, I might have it right here. Tonight's game, Phoenix -4.5. I don't know why it's that close.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean,
Me neither.
DeAndre Ayton and the Phoenix Suns, and I say that because the game he just had, and we all understand that Chris Paul and Devin Booker are going to do their thing, but DeAndre Ayton, he's earning a contract at this. He does this one more game or 2 more games, he's going to earn a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a great stat
lot of
line.
money. But
You just give me that spread, I'll take Phoenix -4.5 right now.
oh yeah, I would say. I mean, I don't know why they have it at 4.5, but man, the Bucks. I don't want to say this is a must-win game because I think if Phoenix wins this, obviously they're supposed to win one at home, and then if they go down 3-0, I mean, obviously they're in bad trouble.
Oh yeah,
they're in bad shape.
Big trouble.
And even 2-0 to these Phoenix Suns is going to be tough to come back, man. They got to win. If they go down 2-0, all Phoenix has to do is win 2 of the next 6 games. Like, that's crazy. Like, I mean, they will do
2
that.
of the next 5.
2 of the next 5.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, I don't see. That's why I say this might be a must-win game for the Bucks.
Yeah.
But if they blow them out again, I mean, they won by 13 last time on Tuesday, and now it's only a 4.5 point spread. That's pretty. That's pretty ballsy stat line by Vegas.
We'll see what happens where the
What about you,
momentum
Lauren?
continues.
What's your prediction?
I mean, kind of what I said earlier. I think the Suns are going to win it at home tonight. They go to Milwaukee, and maybe the Bucks win 1 at home,
Yeah.
and then the Suns win it.
I mean, it's kind of what happens. Especially when a team wins 2 at home, you go 2. You go to your first game at home. You win a game because you're back home. You got you're feeling all that. And
Well,
so,
you'll have 2 days off, and this goes to what we were talking about earlier in resting Giannis.
Yeah.
Because you'll have 2 more days off. He'll have had 5-6 days off before that game in Milwaukee. Which, look, they lose to in Phoenix. Cool. Like you're not. I mean, yeah, you hope to split, but make sure you win those 2 at home.
Yeah.
That would be your goal. But they go down 2-0, and if they get whooped,
What up, guys? Who do you want to win?
Phoenix.
Okay, we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
I want to see Charles Barkley, like when Phoenix wins.
Oh yeah.
I would love to see his reaction. Charles deserved a championship. He went once, like you said, in 91?
93.
93.
Lost to Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see Charles there on the court, like emotional. Charles gives me I think that Nathan said it earlier on our Facebook chat. He said that Charles Barkley should play in that golf tournament. He's just fun. He's fun to watch, and I want to see Phoenix win. Milwaukee, unfortunately, they're boring.
Yeah.
And Chris Paul deserves one. I don't know what Chris Paul is going to do after this. That's an interesting question that'll come up, I'm sure, in the next few episodes of Sports with Balls. But I think Phoenix wins by 9 or 10 tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, way more than 4. Okay, so sticking with basketball news, but it's kind of it's a little different type of news. So James Harden and Lil Baby were searched by the Paris police.
Do you know that when I wrote this, that hadn't happened yet?
Wait, what?
Yeah. When
I saw a video of this earlier today.
Yeah, and I wrote this like way before, because I just saw a picture of them. It was like, because it was what James Harden was wearing. It was absolutely ridiculous.
Oh,
and that's why I put this in. I was like, it looks like his daddy. Like they look like they're dating almost.
Yeah.
So,
And then I got the report afterwards.
So I'm with you. I saw a video of them two walking out. Right?
It looked
and a lot of
weird.
reporters were calling their name, but like nothing was going on.
Yeah.
And then later, another video came out, which is what I'm saying, that they were being searched by the police. Lil Baby was taken into custody along with one other person on a drug charge, and Harden wasn't arrested or taken into custody, and he was let go. What I find, do you guys remember December last year of 2020?
Sure, Christmas.
Yeah.
I remember it.
Well, James Harden gave a gift to Lil Baby, and it was a $150,000 watch, and everyone thought it was like really like
Awkward.
weird.
It is weird.
Suspicious.
And that's
so
what I
now
said
the
about
fact
that
they're
picture.
out there.
And they're at Fashion Week.
Well, did you see? It looked like he was wearing. It looked like Harden was wearing one of those flying squirrel suits.
Dude.
You know what I'm talking about? The flying squirrel suits for the guys that like fly through the air. That's what it looked like he was wearing.
Oh, my God.
That's what it looked like he was wearing.
It looked.
like he's trying to.
Oh,
Yeah,
Just
no.
not.
At a certain point, you're like, man, I'm just trying to look like a weirdo.
James Harden is man, I'm not going to say that.
Interesting character.
I'm not going to say the Aaron Rodgers of the NBA, because James is a little bit. I think James is.
Yes, thank you
weirder.
for popping that up,
Yeah.
Zach. I seen the picture above my head, but
Yeah.
that's
James and
I
little
was in
baby.
together.
James and little baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I thought the headline was great because it said, James Harden of the Brooklyn Nets, and I was like, sweet, because it's not James Harden of the Houston Rockets.
Of the Houston Rockets,
I was
right?
like, James Harden of the Brooklyn Nets. I was like, thank God.
Right.
All right. Shall we get into some baseball?
Let's do it.
First, we want to thank Construction Concepts. They are changing corporate culture one design at a time, from hospitality, corporate, luxury, retail, and medical facilities. Their team of experts can update or create a space that exceeds your expectations. Give them a call at 713-589-2682. That's buildithouston.com.
All right, and the guys just tipped off Milwaukee and Phoenix. But, let's get into some baseball. The Home Run Derby is coming up on Monday, July 12th, at Coors Field, of course. And we have the guys that are in it, but we want to know who you think is going to win the Home Run Derby. Shall we go through the list?
Yeah, name them first.
So we have Mets, Pete Alonso; Rangers, Joey Gallo; Orioles, Trey Mancini; Angels, Shohei Ohtani; A's, Matt Olson; Royals, Salvador Perez; Nationals, Juan Soto; and Rockies, Trevor Story. I have some thoughts.
Let's hear them.
So
I know who you want to win out of just because he had cancer. Is that right?
No.
No? All right, let's hear it. Sorry.
Of course, I'm always rooting for that in general.
You're rooting for cancer?
No, for the underdog, the overcoming story.
I was just teasing.
No. So Joey Gallo, of the Rangers, which I know you gotta love him.
Yeah.
He has the most. Well, no, next to Ohtani with home runs right now. He has 23. Ohtani has 32 home runs. Joey Gallo apparently has been hitting way better once this sticky stuff and the spin rate has changed of the balls, and the guy's not putting all the rosin on their hands or whatever substances they're using.
Yep.
And so allegedly he might win, is what I've been told and what I'm thinking.
So you're thinking Gallo. I will say this. The thing that's frustrating for me about the Home Run Derby, so here are the guys that are tops in the home runs in the league: Ohtani, Guerrero, Tatis, Schwarber, Acuna, Gallo, Walsh, and Devers. Some of those names I didn't hear in the Home Run Derby.
Yeah, a lot of them.
And that's a little disappointing. I mean, you want to see the guys who are tops in hitting home runs in the Home Run Derby, and when you're not seeing the top guys in home runs in the Home Run Derby,
You always want to see the best of the best.
Trevor
it kind of
Story
takes some luster out of
Trevor
it.
Story's in there with 11.
Yes,
Why?
that's on because he's a Rocky.
I mean, I don't care if you shorten the Home Run Derby. Why? I mean, because it's long anyways.
Yeah.
Like, why is Trevor Story in there with 11? And Soto has 11 as well.
Yep.
Why are they in the Home Run Derby? I don't understand. I hope Ohtani wins, just because I think this is a magical season for him. So I'm rooting for Ohtani.
Yes,
and of course I'm rooting for the cancer. Not the cancer, but he beat cancer.
Literally,
Yeah.
That's what Nathan said. You're rooting for cancer,
I know,
bruh.
I know.
No, and he said, get Lauren another bottle. She flipped it over and it was empty. Yes, it's dead empty. Anyways.
I wanted to ask y'all. Go ahead. Who are you rooting for?
Gallo. I mean, Joe Gallo.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Joey
I wanted
Gallo.
to ask y'all,
I follow him.
on.
Cool. That's good.
Do we need to tag you in
That's good.
Twitter?
You need to get that out of because you're. Yeah. Go ahead.
Who's your favorite Home Run Derby hitter of all time?
Ooh.
So I have a couple written down.
Okay.
Okay. So a couple. Okay. Yes. Who's your favorite?
Well, go ahead, Grant.
Singular. King Griffey Jr.
I mean, I knew that was going to come up somewhere.
I mean, King Griffey Jr. How can it not be King Griffey Jr.?
Oh, because I got one. No, well, I mean, for me,
I mean, King Griffey Jr.'s won it multiple times.
Yeah,
he had
he-
the sweetest home run swing in baseball.
the hat on backwards. Was
Hat on
phenomenal.
backwards, like King Griffey.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you.
Lauren.
Thanks so much, Zach.
I wonder if I would have gotten that if I said, "Man, I like
Nope.
some water right now."
No, you would not
Did
have.
not have to do that. Thank
Zach
you
would
so
have
much.
pointed to the bar, be like, "It's up there,
you
bro."
Go to get off the camera.
I've been parched.
My favorite home run hitter of all time, well, in the Home Run Derby, was Mark McGwire in Boston. It was just phenomenal. Watch him crank the ball like into the streets.
Okay.
That was awesome.
That was cool.
Lance
Yeah.
Berkman here in Houston. That was a really, really good Home Run Derby.
Did he win it?
No, he lost in the finals to. Oh man, I forgot who he lost it to. But he lost in the
No
finals.
Houston Astros ever won the home run derby.
No.
FYI.
No, I think Bagwell was in it a couple of times. I mean, I tried to push for Alvarez this year. Now, that would have been that's what I wanted.
That would have been awesome.
You know who the team is that's had the most home run derby wins?
I'm going to say Cubs.
That's a good guess. They're second with 3. New York Yankees, 4 times.
Yeah, that would have been my
97, 2002, 11, and 17.
You brought up Yordan Alvarez, and I just have to say this because I saw this today. Like, the Dodgers, this is August 1st in 2016. They acquired the right-hander reliever Josh Fields from the Astros in exchange for minor league first baseman Yordan Alvarez.
Yeah. May go down as the worst trade in the history of baseball. It may, because Yordan is breaking. I mean, people forget he was hurt all last season. He's only played 160. He's barely played a full season in games-wise, and he is breaking all sorts of records. Give this guy a couple more years, and ouch. He's phenomenal. He single-handedly beat the A's 2 games ago.
Yeah. If you had to guess, who's hit the most home runs total in home run derbies?
How many? Who?
He's a Dodger.
Currently a Dodger?
Yep.
Bellinger?
2-time champ.
Not Bellinger?
Nope.
I thought left-hander. Or is he a lefty?
No, he's not a 2-time champ. I'm sorry. I said that wrong.
Is he a lefty?
I don't know. Jock Peterson.
Oh, Jock, yeah. All right.
99.
Well, we'll see what happens on Monday, the 12th, as we said, is coming up. And the All-Star break in general, which we won't really see any Astros at. But I digress. The Yankees are coming to town, and like you said, they have not been playing so well at all. They come to town at Minute Maid. They play a 3-game series Friday through Sunday. Jake Odorizzi is on the mound for the Astros tomorrow. As I checked earlier, it was undecided on the pitcher for the Yankees. Current standings are the Astro is tied for the best record in the majors with 54 wins, 34 losses, along with the Giants and also the Red Sox. The Yankees are 44 and 41.
Yeah, it'll be a big series. The Yankees and Astros now are massive rivals, and what I think New York actually started the whole stadium booing thing with the Astros because it was kind of quiet through the first few weeks of the season, or actually month. And then when we got to New York, the booing came out, the signs came out. So Minute Maid will be pretty interesting the next 3 days.
Yep.
I know we got to get to Grant's history, so let's go. We won't talk about Bauer. Grant, you want to do your history now?
I do, man. If you're good with that, I can go ahead and do that.
Bam!
Zach, I sent you pictures. I don't know if you have them to put up. If you don't, that's fine. It won't hurt my feelings. But it is July 8th. 2021. It is July. That's nuts. July 8th, 1909, the very first pro baseball game played under the lights. It was a minor league game. Don't ask me who it was that played it. I couldn't tell you. But it was the first pro baseball game played under the lights in 1909.
Speaking of that, Field of Dreams is coming up pretty soon. They're playing a game there pretty soon.
Yeah.
The actual Field of Dreams in Iowa?
Yeah,
Iowa.
Yep,
That's going to be pretty cool.
July 8th, 1946, baseball grants a $5,000 minimum salary.
Whoa!
1946, $5,000 minimum salary.
My goodness.
Wow.
Yeah. Think about
and you thought
that.
being a reporter was bad.
Well, I wonder what that translates to in today's money, you know.
Yeah.
Where's Kevin when you need him?
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm sure he'll we can figure that out. July 8th, 1949, Monte Irvin and Hank Thompson are the first black players for the New York Giants in a 4-3 loss to the Brooklyn Dodgers at Ebbets Field. So we had talked about it the other day, you know, all these firsts. We talked about Jackie Robinson. We just talked about a player who's the first American League African-American player. Larry Doby, I think was his name.
Yep.
And then you got guys like this. These names aren't talked about or thought of. So July 8th, 1965, Joe Morgan is the first Houston Astros player with 6 hits in a game.
Nice.
And it was weird. You see Joe Morgan all the time in his Cincinnati Reds uniform.
Yeah, you don't think about him as an Astro.
You don't see him as an Astro, but there's this picture of him as an Astro, and it's very interesting to see.
The only other Houston Astro, there's 2 of them, I think. I think Berkman did it, and then Springer.
Yeah.
I think are the only other 2 Astros that did 6.
July 8th, 1970. Did you know San Francisco Giant Jimmy Ray Hart is the 8th to get 6 home runs, 6 RBIs in 1 inning? He did that in the 5th inning.
Crap.
Do you know the record? We've talked about
Yes,
most RBIs in a
Tatis,
game.
8.
Yep. Fernando Tatis Sr., April 23rd, 1999. He
2
did
grand
8.
slams, right?
2 GSs, yep.
Wow.
July 8th, Jeff, see if you remember this name. July 8th, 1985, Marge Schott becomes the CEO of the Cincinnati Reds. Do you remember Marge Schott? Do you remember?
I do not.
I bet if you saw a picture of her, it would remind you. If you look on the of it, you'll see it. But I know she got in a lot of trouble for saying a lot of stupid racist things, and she kind of got let go and fired.
1968, I can imagine.
No, 1985.
Oh, 1985.
July 8th, 1992.
Oh, I do remember that old lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, she was
That
all
old
over the
lady.
news.
Yeah,
That's
July
right.
8th, 1992. Did you know the Florida Marlins unveiled their uniform and their hire of president of Carl Barger, who became the first president of the Florida Marlins? Remember those Florida Marlins jerseys with that teal
Yes,
look
yeah.
to them? Man, there they are
The
right
F.
there. Man, those things were ugly.
Yeah.
What?
Those were ugly.
I don't think so at all. I love that color.
They tried to match the Dolphins, kind of.
Yeah.
the
I know.
teal of the
That's what reminds me of the
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Yeah, I mean, but me and Grant talked about it again. 2 World Series rings.
Marlins have been to the playoffs 3 times in their franchise's history, and they've won 2 World Series.
That's crazy.
Yep. July 8th, 1994. Did you know preliminary trial rules? There is enough evidence to try Orenthal James Simpson.
Oh, shit.
So the trial began. They had enough
Dude.
evidence to try him.
That was, man, that was a great time to
Yeah.
be alive, but also just awkward.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for everybody involved in that. Nicole Brown and the boyfriend or whatever his name was.
Right.
But just wild to watch that thing unfold on TV.
Yep.
Like, just wild.
One of the greatest O.J. Simpson jokes I've ever seen in my life. Norm Macdonald, the ESPYs. Remember the ESPYs?
Yeah, of course.
He's doing his little monologue at the beginning of the ESPYs, and Charles Woodson is in the front. And Charles Woodson just won the Heisman. And Norm Macdonald says, "Charles Woodson, winner of the Heisman this year. Congratulations." He said, "That's a trophy no one can ever take away from you." And everybody's clapping. He goes, "That is unless you kill your ex-wife and a waiter."
Wow.
Oh my God! And you should have seen the faces out in the audience. Everybody's like, "Oh!"
You know
I mean,
you
it was
can't-
awkward silence, dude.
And the ESPYs are actually coming up, so good. But you can't say that these days.
I know.
Like, you can't be ballsy these days, and I'm glad that we have sports with balls. In fact,
Yeah.
Nathan said earlier is that you guys as a team are awesome. Don't change who you are. I love it, and
Thank you, Nathan.
we love compliments like that.
Absolutely.
Yes, thanks so much.
We were just
Nathan.
talking about
Appreciate
that
it.
before the show. We are not going to change.
I'm so waiting to see if you have the history that I have in my brain.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll find out. July 8th, 2010. Did you know during the first round of the John Deere Classic, Paul Goydos becomes the 4th and oldest player in PGA Tour history to shoot a 59?
Woo!
Round included 12 birdies and 6 pars.
Damn.
12 birdies and 18 holes, dude. Man.
Austin Bauer says, "Oh, never mind. I'm gonna wait
Okay. All right.
because maybe that's."
One more. Maybe I didn't. July 8th, 2015. Did you know the NFL's Washington, and I have to say it because that's where they were, the Washington Redskins have their trademark vacated on the grounds it may cause offense to Native Americans.
Oh yeah.
Now, they appealed it, which is why it took so long. But yeah, that was back in 2015 that
Yep.
a federal judge made that.
And now they're the WFT.
Yep. Last, I will say I wanted to bring up a death today, which was a dude I thought was pretty cool. 2015 was the death of Ken the Snake Stabler, NFL quarterback
yeah.
for the Oakland Raiders. Died at the age of 69.
Ken
Hall
Stabler.
of Famer.
Yeah, beast.
Yep.
He was awesome. Old schooler. Brawler.
So I didn't do it. What was it that you wanted me to? That you
You didn't do it. You didn't do it. So this week, because it's literally not today. Are all those from today?
All those are from today. Yes.
Okay, so I had
You pay
one that
attention.
was on the 6th, July 6th. It was the White Sox 1919 cheating scandal.
Oh yeah. Great.
Yeah.
That's great. I love that, and it's what screwed Shoeless Joe Jackson out of being in the Hall of Fame.
Well,
Yep.
the thing is, I'm just like, okay, well, how long did it take us to forget about that?
Hey, Kevin Anthony popped
People
on.
can forget about the Astros.
Yeah, for sure.
Kevin Anthony, we got about 2 minutes left. Good job, bro.
Yeah. Welcome.
I'll ask you, Kevin, since you're watching. What is $5,000 in 1960?
Equivalent to-
What is 1968?
1946.
1946 equate to today. Things, let's see, that are ballsy. Oh, actually, we'll just end with this. Who do you got this weekend, McGregor, Portier?
You're asking the wrong person.
Yeah, if you're gonna, really, I don't really have a dog in this hunt. But if you're asking, I'll say Conor McGregor.
Yeah, I think McGregor takes it too. A really, really awkward situation. Golfer Angel Cabrera. You remember Angel Cabrera?
I do. Masters winner.
Yeah, gets 2 years in prison.
What?
Yeah, man. A very, very awkward situation with him and what happened. Yeah, he just got sentenced for domestic violence.
Damn.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Yep.
That's crazy, man. That dude's a Masters winner in prison.
Yep, 2 years in prison for domestic violence. Let's see. Last thing I wanted to say, I saw this on social media, is that the Olympic Committee will let in pedophiles, but not marijuana.
Yeah. What do you mean? Pedophiles?
Well, because of all the controversy with all the gymnastic trainers, the Russian and U.S., that over the years and years and years and years and years. And I saw that, and I was like, well, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Well,
I think the Olympics is screwed anyways. And what I did want to break this up, I think is pretty cool. What are the prelims for skateboarding? I want to see that.
Oh, that's right. They are doing
They're
that.
doing
I forgot all about that.
Like, where's the skateboarding? Because I want to see that, dude. That would be amazing. But look, man, we're running up against it. Grant's got to get out of here.
gotta go.
We started a little bit late, but want to thank everybody for paying attention to Sports with Balls, guys. Awesome, awesome show. Final thoughts, Lauren Leal?
No, just thanks so much for joining us, and it was good to see you, Grant, before you hit the road again.
Yeah, I know.
Glad you can join us.
I miss you guys. I miss being a part of it, but you do what you got to do, man.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely, absolutely. I want to say thank you to Joe Applewhite Realty and for helping us with What's Hot, and of course Hybrid Technologies Group and Roy Stanton for hooking it up as well when we talked about some basketball tonight. So thanks so much, guys.
Yeah, David Carrier over there at Smarter Mortgage. Refinancing and purchasing. Call David Carrier. He will get you a lower payment. Mention SWB. Get a free quote ASAP.
Also want to thank Construction Concepts. They are building shit all over Houston. 713-589-2682. And I bet you if you wanted to build shit somewhere else, they would build that shit there wherever it is. But all you'd have to do is just ask them.
All right, man. Look, thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Grant. Man, what a show. We'll be here again on Monday evening. Same bat time, same bat play, 7 o'clock.
You messed that up. It's same bat time, same bat channel.
Well, it's not a channel. Well, I guess
I know, but that's like how the saying's supposed to go. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
I've never heard this chant in my life.
You never heard it? Go watch Three Amigos.
Yeah.
Go watch Three
Jeff
Amigos.
Michael,
right.
Lauren Leal, Grant Miles. This is Sports with Balls, y'all. We're out.
Bye, y'all.
Hitting hard when I swing through H-time. Cup full of oil and an orange kush sweet. Cause this is how we do it in that 713. My candy red paint cocked up on foe. Shocking and body rocking cause the south side ho. DJ Screw got me falling asleep. This is how we do it in that 713.
Welcome to Sports with Balls. Here are your hosts, Jeff Michael.